Hello, welcome back. So in the previous part, we have calculated the same problem. And in the first case, we have seen if the cassette plate is connected with the 100 leg, then the efficiency is 86.57%. Now, the same process we will follow when the leg is connected. When we connect the 75 leg instead of 100 leg. So in this case, now we will consider that this leg which is connected, it is 75 and this leg which is not connected, which is called outstanding leg, it will be 100 It was reversed in the first case. Now in the second case, it is reversed. So now ANC and AGO we will calculate in the same manner. In the first case, we were taking 100 in place of 75, but now we have connected 75 leg. So in spite of 100, we are using 75, and using the same process, we get the value of ANC as 324. Similarly, for AGO, we are using now the 100 and by multiplying with 6 we get the AGO, which is gross cross-sectional area of the outstanding leg as 582. And AG value, we already know this AG value will be same as in case of first in the first case, because this value is determined from the steel table. Okay. So now we will find out again the yield strength, the rupture strength, and the block strength. Just we have find out in the first case. The same process we will follow in this case. So the strength governed by the yielding, it will be same. So in the first case and in the second case, yield strength will be same, which is 229.55, because yield strength depends on the Fy and Ag value. So Ag value we have used the same value in both cases, so that is why the yield strength will be same. Now the difference in the strength of rupture will be there because the leg length is changed. So we will again use the same formula, and again we will find out the beta value. So beta value is again calculated using this formula, and in this case W and BS length will be changed because the leg length is changed. You can see here in the previous case this leg length was 100, but in this case this leg length is 75 and this leg length is 100. W is basically 100 minus the center of the thickness. So this is the value of W. So you can see here again W is calculated as 100 minus 3, which is the half of the thickness. Then T is the thickness of angle, Fy 250, Fu as 410, and now the BS was 97 plus 40. Well, this W1 is basically the G value. So again, please correct this. This is basically the 37. Okay. So now 97 is W, and you can see here W plus G minus T. Well, sorry, this is calculated. If we consider W as 100, G as 40, then T will be deducted. Then the value will be 100 plus 40, 140 minus 6. So this will become 134 So this is what I said, 97 plus 37. So this becomes 134. Okay. So this is how we calculate the value of BS. Similarly, the length of LC will be this length, center to center. So this is 5 into 4. So this becomes 5 into 4. So putting all the values, we get the value of beta, and you can see the beta value here decreased. In the previous case, it was around 1.03. It is 0.88 in this case. but still it is more than 0.7 and less than 1.44. I will write here also less than 1.44, which is okay. So now we got the value of beta. Now we will put this beta value in this formula. Putting all the values, we get the value of TDN as 212. 212 in this case. Now next strength we will find out. It will be governed by the block shear. So the same process we will follow here like we have followed in the previous case. So again we will find out the AVG and ATN, AVN and ATG. So here again this again consider this as the single line. So in this case you can see the hole depth is 75 and you can see the value of G in case when the leg 75 mm leg is connected, then the G value is 40. So the G value is 40. So this value will be 35 mm. Okay. So again, now we are considering section 1, section 1 and from this part, this line. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So again, considering line 1, 2. So for that, we will find out AVG and AVN. So AVG is the net, the gross cross-sectional area. Assuming that there are no holes, then what will be the gross cross-sectional area? It will be equivalent to this length multiplied by, this length multiplied by the thickness. So this length is 5 into 40 plus 40 multiplied by 6, which is the thickness. So you can see here 6, 5 into 40 plus 40. Because here we are not considering the holes. Now we will consider holes, then it will be AVN. It will be called net effective area. So in this case, this is the gross area minus the area of hole. So again, you can see here, there are 5 holes plus half of the last hole. So that is why the number of holes becomes 5.5 multiplied by the dia of hole, which is 18. So again, calculating this, we find out this as 846. Sorry. 5 into 40 and this is 40. Yes, it is correct. AVG and AVN is correct. Now we will find out the ATG and ATN. So ATN and ATG we calculate along the line 2, 3 and AVG and AVN we calculate along the line 1, 2, this one. So now we will consider the line, again I am writing here, this was from the center of the bolt. So this is line 2, 3 and this was line 1, 2. So along the line 1, 2 we have calculated the area which is AVG and AVN. Now along the line 2, 3 we will consider the area ATG and ATN. So ATG is the gross area when we don't consider any hole. So along the line 2, 3 only half of the hole is there. So in case of ATG we are not considering hole. And in case of ATN, in this case you can see half hole is considered because the line 2, 3 is passing through the half of the last hole. So along that line half hole area is deducted. Okay, so this is how we calculated the ATN. After putting all the values, we get the value of TDB1 and TDB2. So you can see here again we put all the values, this one and this one. So finally you can see TDB value is less. So again the block shear strength will be 191.91, and also the strength of plate in this case will be 191.91 because uh, yes, the design tensile strength of the angle will be 191. So again, the TDB value is 191, TDG value is 229, and TDN value was 212. So it was around 212. So again, the least value is governed by the block shear. So we can say that the strength of angle when it is connected from the 75 mm leg, it will be 191. While you can remember that in the previous case, when the angle was connected by 100 mm leg, it was around the 198, which means if we connect with the angle with the longer leg, then the strength will be a little higher. Also at the same time, we will find out the efficiency. So after putting all the values, we can say that the efficiency in the second case is 83, while in the first case it was around the 87. I mean 86.3% something. It was like this. So you can see that if we connect the angle with the longer leg, then the efficiency is little higher than the case in which we connect the shorter leg. So this is the conclusion of the solution. So we can write here, hence in this case by connecting the short leg, the efficiency is reduced by 3%. Also note that as the outstanding leg increases, gross net area increases, and hence the block shear may govern. As the length of outstanding leg will be more, the shear lag effect will be higher. So this is what the conclusion of this problem. So thank you. We will see one more problem on this topic in the next part. Thank you.